Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of That's All Funny, episode 497. Uh Welcome to the show. Hey everyone, welcome to the show. Another day, what is it, Sunday now? Saw the Royal Rumble earlier or yesterday, whatever, however you want to do this. I try to do it a day early. It was all right. I'll talk about it more with my buddy Gabe on the Wrestling Podcast. You'll see it Monday. We'll finish that story over there, but yeah, no, just that's all I did today. I finished my schoolwork what a couple days early, so I had a lot of free time today, so just chilled, uploaded some indie game content on the YouTube site, YouTube channel if you want to see that. Me playing this roguelike game called Cus- what is it? Custodian? Can't remember. I don't know. Custodian Crypt Custodian, something like that. It was cute. It had a little cat playing it. It was fun. A little demo. You can check that out. And I don't know, just here chilling, trying to deal with whatever. I think I have an interview Tuesday. They still haven't emailed me. I felt like they would have done that Friday. Hopefully they do it by Monday, but maybe the chick just wanted to fucking, get through the weekend. Everybody's working for the weekend. Yeah. Whew. Man, I'm tired. Um, but yeah, just here chilling. I guess we could look at the news, right? Yeah, I really haven't been doing anything else than just chill. I'm surprised I got school done. I've been betting in more parlays. I keep losing by by one basket. I think today I had the Warriors uh versus the Lakers, and they win the double overtime, and the guy I picked couldn't get 10 points. He only got 8 points, and he was in the game for like 40 minutes. It's fucking bullshit. He had like 13 rebounds, but only 8 points. It's fucking horse shit. That's what it is. But we'll go to the news here. Let's see if I can do it. Shunned in computer age, Cursive makes a comeback in California. And yeah, it would come back in California. The Cursive, the gayest form of writing. No, I don't know. I remember, that was like a thing. You had to learn cursive when I was a kid. Well, when I was a kid, let me tell you. Yeah, you had to learn cursive. I always hated it. I was never good at it. I can sign my name. That's about it, and I could barely sign my name. That's all I had to learn. Right. I wonder if people still learn their name in cursive, like how that is now. For anyone who doesn't really know cursive, they just sign it like print, because I feel like you have to sign in cursive. But I mean, I guess that's good. I just feel like with computers and all that, it's like it'd be better to take a typing class. It really would. I know I took a typing class when I was a kid, and man, I remember my typing teacher was named, I think it was Mr. Stone, and he was he made you like cover your fingers with fucking paper so you couldn't sneak to see the keys, so you had to learn how to type. And I mean, back then it was like a pain in the butt. You were like, "Oh, I want to cheat. Oh, this sucks. I hate typing," but it's helped. I know how to type now, and comes in handy to learn how to type, especially you know in the day and age where computers really fucking blew up. I don't know if people thought they were gonna get that big, but they did. They keep getting bigger or smaller, however you want to look at that. Next year on the news, Michigan's Arab American leaders shunned Biden's campaign ahead of president's visit. And I don't know, like, Biden looks so dumb with a. Why do they wear baseball hats with their logos? They just look dumb. I don't know. I don't know if that's trying to like, oh, I look just like you, a normal American. Look at me in my regular jacket and baseball cap. I'm American. But I didn't know Michigan had a lot of Arab American leaders to have them shun Biden. It's just very strange to me. Like, is there that many Arab Americans in Michigan to where they have that much of a pool? Like, is there a lot of 7-Elevens there? I'm not sure, like, what they, if they have that loud of a voice there. to where they could tell Biden, "Nah, we don't really care that you're coming to Michigan." uh, I would think there'd be a lot of juggalos there that would have voices, and they'd be like whoop whoop and spray Fago all over fucking Biden. I don't think the juggalos. I don't know if the juggalos like Biden. I don't know if they. I don't know if they can vote because they're a gang. They're a federal gang. Now I don't know if uh if they like Biden or Trump. I imagine they'd like Trump more just because he doesn't give a fuck. He'd probably go on stage and say whoop whoop and fucking wear the face paint and all that. That'd be cool. Um, Juggalos for Trump, right? 2024. What else do I have here? Oh, here's a weird news story. Speaking of old people like Biden, hiker dies of suspected heart attack in Utah's Zion National Park, authorities say. I just thought this was weird because it's like, okay, a man died of a suspected heart attack while hiking a strenuous trail in Utah. He was a 63-year-old man from San Diego, California, and they found him unresponsive on the trail. They had like 20 search and rescue team members and emergency personnel respond to the scene. And I'm like, what was this? How important was this dude to where they had to put that much manpower to help a 63-year-old man? And then it's like we couldn't save him. He died of a suspected heart attack. And it's like, what do you mean? Like that sounds likely, that doesn't sound. It's not like it was a 23-year-old, young fucking kid who was running the trail, or I don't know. It just sounds weird. They're making it seem like there is foul play, but they've done their due diligence and they don't suspect any. Like I didn't wouldn't suspect any to begin with. He's an old man. What can you? People die all the time. This one sounds likely. You look back at the old days, people were lucky to live past 40, or yeah, man. I don't know. It's a weird piece of news to have on like the front page. It's very strange to me. Like I feel like there's more to this, but they're just not saying it. But they still need to report it. I don't know. But if he was a black man, no, I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, what's next here? What's cooking? Speaking of what's cooking, French farmers maintain protests despite government concessions. And I guess in France or in French, the farmers are on protest because the government has dropped plans to government dropped plans to gradually reduce state subsidies on agricultural diesel disease, and announce other steps aimed at reducing the financial and administrative pressures faced by many farmers. So it looks like the government there in France doesn't want to help the farmers, and so the farmers are protesting by parking their vehicles and haystacks and all those other farming like you know tools in protests in the parking. And yeah, I mean that's cool. You have other people doing stupid protests, standing in the street for like way more dumb shit. Like this is actually kind of like a good protest. Like I would approve of this. I do approve of this kind of protest because it actually makes sense, because the government should be helping these farmers if they're actually, going through a tough time, and they're always, constantly trying to help they're farmers. Like we need farmers. They're a big deal. And if they do need help, out of nowhere, help them, and then, we'll get our investment back with them farming. In France, what do they do? French fries? Like, come on, like we need French fries. Where the fuck McDonald's gonna get that shit from? Idaho or from Ireland, you know? Nah, help out France, you French pieces of shits. You fucking cigarettes. Um what was the last thing I had on here? Oh yeah, here's a big deal. Here's the last thing I want to talk about. Barbie receives 8 Oscar nominations, but was that enough? So apparently it was a big deal about Barbie they got 8 Oscar nominations, which is that's pretty damn good for a movie about a doll, right? A movie based on the fucking doll. But people are upset because the main actress, Margot Robbie, didn't get best actress nomination or whatever, right? And the director Greta Gerwig didn't get a best director nomination, right? Or greatest director, what do you call it? Best director, right? Or director of the year, I don't know what you call it. Yeah, best director, right? But uh it did get nominated for best picture, which I mean that's pretty damn good. Ryan Gosling got nominated for best supporting actor, and America Ferrera got nominated for best supporting actress. And then they also got nominated for best screenplay, best costume design, and best production design, which I agree with. The costume design, the production design, those were amazing. Production was fucking beautiful. America Ferrera, I mean, she was all right in it. I feel like that's more of the token Mexican cultural nomination. Ryan Gosling does deserve Best Supporting Actor because he did great in that movie as a Best Supporting Actor. And Margot Robbie, I mean, she did do great. I don't know. If she had got nominated, I wouldn't be surprised. But she isn't. So I'm like, I don't really care. I'm looking at the other movies that were, or the other best actresses, and I didn't see any of these movies. like Annette Bening, in Naiad, Lily Gladstone, Killers of the Flower Moon, Sandra Hüller, Anatomy of a Fall, Carrie Mulligan, Maestro, and Emma Stone, Poor Things. I didn't see any of these movies. Like, who the fuck is? These aren't movies. I remember hearing about Killers of the Flower Moon, but I don't remember like people being all gaga over it or any of these other movies. Like, who's picking them? Um, and yeah, of course, you have Christopher Nolan nominated for Best Director for Oppenheimer, Scorsese for Killers of the Flower Moon because people are just wet over Scorsese. What direct a fucking episode of AEW and he'll get nominated. But I don't know, man. I think it was like a good movie, Barbie. I did enjoy watching it, but I don't think it was anything. I get the hype that was around it. I'm glad it got nominated for Best Picture. I'm glad it's getting like award nominations. But do I think it like deserves awards? It's one of those things. Like, I mean, it was good, but I don't know if it was great. It was just it was good for the shit it had to be written about. Like, how the fuck do you make a movie about Barbie? Okay, they did it. They made a fucking movie about Barbie. Bravo. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know if it deserves uh the way people are talking about it, like, oh, it deserves more awards or it deserves to win all the awards. And it's like, I mean, it I think it got what it deserved by making so much fucking money and yeah, like all the it made a shit ton of money and it's making all the directors and actors being wanted more in movies. It doesn't need to win awards to fucking, you know, uh make it any more enjoyable than it already was to the people who enjoyed it. So that's my take on that. Like, whatever. Take on me, take me on, take on me, I'll be gone. But yeah, that's all funny for today, guys. Well, thank you for watching or listening to That's All Funny podcast. Available anywhere podcasts are available. Just search That's All Funny. Listen to my new podcast with my buddy Gabe called That's All Kayfabe, where we talk about wrestling. Comes out once a week on every Mondays. Check it out on its own podcast, or you can check it out on video on YouTube, youtube.com/@Lorenzo Ariola. Check there where we do that. do other videos. I do some gaming, or I do a live show with Mint Salad called Tits and Areolas, where we watch movies, kind of like Barbie, talk about them, and play a game. It's fun every Tuesdays. You can check that out. You can see the archived episodes and other bonuses and stuff on the Patreon, patreon.com/Lorenzo Ariola. $5 a month gets you everything: bonuses, early episodes, ad-free episodes, archived episodes, deleted episodes, bunch of extras. So check that out. And if you want to purchase any merch from That's All Funny, shirts, t-shirts, prints, check out retrohorrorinc.com. Or if you just want to commission some great art from a great artist, at Retro Horror Inc. on Instagram. He's a Bret Hart of graphic art. He does all the art for the show. Check him out. I want to thank you all for listening to That's All Funny. Thank you, my Patreon members, for supporting the show. And